Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm your host, FD for Sage5.tv, and today we want to explore the recently announced Bitcoin Cardano tie-up. I think this was announced at the Cardano conference in Dubai recently. So we want to look into that to see whether there is some legs in that narrative and to explore the technologies that are going to make that happen and what it might also potentially do to the Cardano ecosystem itself. So we'll start by examining the features, similarities, and interoperability potential of both Bitcoin and Cardano working together, particularly through the lens of Bitcoin security and liquidity and Cardano's unique research-driven approach. We will also try and explore the role of the Bitcoin operating system or Bitcoin OS Grail bridge, which might play a role in integrating these networks. But before we jump into this subject matter, guys, please know that this information is not meant to be financial advice. If you do require financial advice, please approach someone who is trained to give you financial advice. The information contained within this video is just for educational as well as entertainment purposes. For those from the UK, this content is not earmarked for UK audiences for the sole reason that the authorities do deem anything crypto related to be extremely risky. Therefore, you should not be watching any crypto related content. That said, if you're from the rest of the world, guys, thank you very much for joining us. And if you are a subscriber already, guys, I do appreciate your help. Please bring your friends and all those you know within your circles and your networks to come and subscribe to Sage5.tv. We want to grow bigger because we do think we are adding value to the space. Now, let's come back to this Bitcoin Cardano tie-up recently announced in Dubai. So we'll start with an overview and key features of both Bitcoin and Cardano separately. Let's start with Bitcoin then. Bitcoin is the first and largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization. It is designed as a decentralized, permissionless digital currency known for its simplicity, security, and strong network effects. Some key features for Bitcoin include security through proof of work. Bitcoin's consensus mechanism, or POW, is extremely secure due to high computational power required to confirm transactions. This model has kept the Bitcoin network safe from attacks, with this blockchain remaining immutable and resistant to alteration. The next feature is around liquidity. As the most widely recognized cryptocurrency, Bitcoin enjoys the highest level of liquidity across all crypto markets. This liquidity makes it an attractive choice for transactions and a preferred store of value. And it must also be stated that it did not start like this. This has developed to where it is today over time. So take that whichever way you will. The next feature for Bitcoin, or that makes Bitcoin what it is today, is decentralization and immutability. Bitcoin's protocol is open source and highly decentralized, with nodes distributed globally. This decentralization, along with its immutable ledger, is one of its greatest strengths. And finally, we have that 21 million Bitcoins limited supply. Bitcoin has a capped supply of 21 million coins with a gradual halving event every 4 years. This scarcity supports its reputation as digital gold, even though we know gold is not scarce because they can always go and explore to mine more gold. Just wait until someone like Elon Musk can go and identify planets or asteroids that you can go and mine gold. Will that kill gold? Let's wait and see. Moving on to Cardano then, let's look at some of the key features for Cardano. To start off with, let's describe Cardano for a minute. Cardano is a third generation blockchain with a research-driven approach designed to be a robust and sustainable blockchain ecosystem for smart contracts, decentralized applications or dApps, and tokenization. Here are some key features for Cardano. It is proof of stake and it uses Ouroboros consensus mechanism. Cardano's consensus algorithm, which is Ouroboros, is a secure proof of stake protocol with a unique stake mechanism that ensures that decentralization while consuming significantly less energy than proof of work. The second key feature for Cardano is its peer-reviewed research and layered architecture. Cardano is built on rigorous peer-reviewed research, making it a highly resilient platform. It uses a layered architecture separating its settlement layer from the computational layer, which enhances scalability, flexibility, and security. The third key feature for Cardano is its ability to support smart contracts and interoperability. Cardano's smart contracts capabilities, particularly through its Alonzo upgrade, make it ideal for decentralized applications and DeFi. The blockchain is also developing features for interoperability with other blockchains. And the fourth key feature we're going to feature in this video is its focus on governance and decentralization. Cardano's Project Catalyst and this decentralized governance model aim to ensure the platform evolves based on community input and expert review, thereby maintaining security and adaptability. Now, let's explore some of the similarities and complementary features between Cardano and Bitcoin. Both Bitcoin and Cardano prioritize security, decentralization, and long-term sustainability. Key areas where they complement each other include security. Both blockchains have strong security models, albeit through different consensus mechanisms. Bitcoin's proof of work is battle-tested for over a decade, while Cardano's proof of stake is energy efficient yet secure. The other area where these two blockchains have got similarities and or complementary aspects is around decentralization. Bitcoin's network effect aspect gives it unparalleled decentralization, while Cardano's staking model and governance provide robust decentralized community participation. Moving on to liquidity and flexibility as another area of complementary features. Bitcoin's liquidity could benefit the Cardano ecosystem if it's integrated effectively. Conversely, Cardano's smart contracts and Cardano's apps could provide Bitcoin users with access to new financial products, enabling more extensive use cases. And just as a comment there, I think that could also incentivize other developers from other ecosystems to come and build on Cardano, because there is now an incentive if this actually comes to pass. Next, let's look at the role of Bitcoin operating system and its Bitcoin OS Grail bridge. Bitcoin OS is positioning itself as an operating system for Bitcoin that enables features typically seen on other blockchains. It introduces layer 2 rollups, ZK proofs, and programmable tokens, aiming to expand Bitcoin's capability with trustless bridging, private solutions, and scalability improvements. By leveraging native Bitcoin security and gas fees, it proposes an ecosystem where BTC can operate across various applications, thereby bridging gaps between Bitcoin's liquidity and layer 2 flexibility. So how does the Bitcoin OS Grail bridge work and its importance? Now, I must also add that some of it might be speculative from my part, but I'll try and give it a good go. The Grail bridge uses zero-knowledge cryptography to enable users to move their assets securely between the Bitcoin network and rollup on the network, which essentially serves as layer 2 networks. Bitcoin OS's BitSnag allows ZK snag-proof verification on Bitcoin, addressing scalability, security, and programmability without modifying Bitcoin's core. The system is tailored for rollup bridging, leveraging simplified computational architecture for efficient snag validation, unlike general-purpose alternatives like BitVM. Bitcoin OS Grail functions as a bridge connecting Bitcoin to layer 2 rollups, enabling asset transfers while ensuring security. It uses operators to monitor and facilitate transactions between Bitcoin and rollup environments, thereby utilizing ZK proofs for verifiable asset bridging. This system enhances Bitcoin scaling while maintaining decentralization and security. Let's look at some of the potential components or possible components of Bitcoin OS. So we've got Bitcoin bridging security models. The bridge would connect Bitcoin's proof of work security with Cardano's proof of stake ecosystem, allowing assets and transactions to cross between chains without compromising the security model of either blockchain. The bridge would likely rely on multi-signature transactions or a combination of blockchain-specific protocols to achieve secure interoperability. The next component is the ability to enable liquidity transfer. By bridging Bitcoin's liquidity into Cardano's ecosystem, the Grail bridge would allow Bitcoin holders to access DeFi protocols, lending markets, and other dApps built on Cardano. Like I said, we now need more builders to come and build on Cardano to take advantage of this development. Moving on, this will provide new revenue streams and use cases for Bitcoin holders and enhance liquidity within the Cardano ecosystem. Number 3, utilizing wrapped assets for cross-chain transactions. The bridge could support BTC or WBTC or whatever version of wrapped Bitcoin it is on Cardano, similar to Ethereum's WBTC. This would enable users to conduct transactions on Cardano's blockchain while leveraging the liquidity of Bitcoin. Wrapped assets on Cardano could potentially be used for collateral in lending platforms or for trading on decentralized exchanges. And it's also worth noting that wrapped BTC on Ethereum, I think if it's still available, it's a disappearing feature. But we now have Coinbase BTC. It's got its own ticker symbol, and there are different versions of wrapped Bitcoin. Anyway, the fourth component is that of facilitating cross-chain smart contracts. With the Grail bridge, smart contracts on Cardano could interact with Bitcoin directly, thereby creating new financial instruments or enabling DeFi protocols that leverage Bitcoin's liquidity and Cardano's flexibility. And finally, building a multi-chain future, which is what everyone who is not a maxi is really championing for. If successful, the Grail bridge could set a precedent for interoperability between proof of work and proof of stake blockchains, thereby making it easier for other networks to establish bridges and further interlink crypto ecosystem. Because at the moment, it's so fragmented. Everyone is just trying to be the number one, winner takes all. I don't think it will work. Anyway, so in conclusion, guys, here's my take. I think a potential bridge like the Bitcoin OS Grail could bring the best of both worlds together, enabling the liquidity and security of Bitcoin to enhance Cardano's versatile and developer-friendly ecosystem. Through such a bridge, Bitcoin and Cardano could provide users with a more robust, versatile, and interconnected experience, offering a glimpse into a future where decentralized networks operate in harmony to create a seamless global financial ecosystem. Any thoughts, guys, on what this could be for Cardano? And if you're a Cardano supporter, what are your thoughts? I know we've seen some pretenders on Cardano trying to bring Bitcoin to the network. Where that got to, we are not sure. But could this be another has-been, or this is going to be a serious contender for actually successfully connecting to the Bitcoin Bitcoin network and tapping into Bitcoin's liquidity. In times like this, where things are moving very slowly on Cardano, I suppose hope is the last thing to die. Any thoughts, guys? Let us know in the comment section. Until the next one, this is FD for Sage5.tv. Until the next video, bye for now.